Getting it going, downtown Battle Creek. My name is James Quice Williams, and I'm a native from Battle Creek, Michigan. Doing some things, community functions, and just thriving,
Yeah.
thriving. So far, it's good. I've been at peace with a lot of different things as far as in through my past and coming up as a kid. Um, I've been thriving more as far as in with my career choice. Um, been doing different things to keep my mental focus and also just to understand the value of patience. And you know what I mean? And what I mean by that is that I'm understanding that things takes time and not to rush goals or not to rush some things that you try to get done like right now. And sometimes, in life that we get so caught up in trying to push something so quick that when you do that, you rush the process. You rush the journey, and you rush what the beauty of the struggle, basically. And when you try to mess with time, it's not gonna work in your favor. And I believe that it's not always our time; it's always God's time. And we gotta know the difference between that of our time and God's time, because we're not, He's not on our time. You know what I mean? We're on His time. And I'm a true believer in that, and I'm starting to understand that daily. I'm relating that to other people by, sending out messages, reaching out to young entrepreneurs, reaching out to people that are thriving just like me or wanted to do things similar to goals that I do. And that's the best thing to me is that when you reach out to somebody that want to succeed or want to do things just like you or do the things that you do, it makes the story even better. You know what I mean? And I love when they question you or when they want to know how did you do this step or how did you get there. You know what I mean? Because that right there shows that they want to commit themselves. They want to be successful. And I said this to one of my friends last night. I said, success is an attractive charisma, and what I mean is that you have to have this charisma, and everybody that wants to be successful, they're going to be attached to you, especially if you have this attractive way about you that everybody just want to see. They want to know your next move. They want to know what's the next big thing that you're gonna do. So every move that you make is critical on a day-to-day basis. I'm human,
Yeah.
you know. If I fall, you know what I mean, that lets me know I'm just like you. And it's okay to fall. It's okay to balance the life of being who you are. Whether if you're venting, whether if you do things, but that's like again, that's the struggle. That's the beauty in the struggle. We all are meant to, fall on our face, and some of us hit harder than most people. Some people bleed, some people get back up just with a minor scratch. But we all gonna fall sometime. You know what I mean? It's just how many times are we gonna fall and how many times we're gonna get back up. It's the question that we all have to face in the mirror daily. And I love it. You know what I mean? I tell myself daily like you can't quit this process if you try. I had a young woman not too long ago reached out to me on social media. Was like, hey James, hey Quice, I just want to thank you for everything that you do, and that you've been an inspiration to me in my life, and I've been watching you for quite some time. And I just want to thank you for everything that you do, and you uplift me. And when people say stuff like that, that makes the story and it makes the journey so much more greater and much more, beautiful, that when people do stuff like that, I can't even quit if I tried. You know what I mean? So that lets me know I'm definitely being watched. I'm definitely, um, on a time with my city, and then that, I'm bringing more revenues and different things from outside, or such as Atlanta area that I've been in, or such as different places that I'm traveled to, and I'm bringing that back to my hometown, or some things that I want to structure in the city, whether I'm giving back to the community or whether that I'm reaching out to local pillars or different areas. And I think that's the best thing that we can do is equity. And I spoke that, and I speak that highly right now, is equity as far as in being fair within like reaching out to each other with like businesses and shouting out and actually supporting. That's the biggest thing right now, is supporting. I want people to know how God is working through me by letting me be authentic. And what I mean is that God has put me in a position where I'm thriving daily, I'm setting goals, but I'm not quitting. You know what I mean? And I always feel that everybody has a date. We all have a date when we're gonna, when we leave this earth. And just like I was told this before, we have a day when we was born and we have a day when we die. But in between that, we have a dash. And that dash is a timeline. And that timeline basically just shows that everything that you're gonna go through in your life, kids, family, struggles, um, temptations, relations, anything between that dash is what you're gonna do or gonna go through and before you die. So my dash right now is that I'm doing everything and I can in my willpower to succeed, to give back, to do the things that I wouldn't even imagine to do, in my early years, and that I'm going to do. And I'm not gonna, apologize for being me and what God has made me to be. I'm definitely a guy that continues to reach the heights more than than what I see something that's small. So I'm definitely gonna continue to thrive, continue to be better than I were yesterday. God is good. The man above is good. Hey guys, whatever you got going in your life, continue to work. Like I said, everything that we got through right now, this pandemic is minor. Everything right now that's going through is minor, but that's the thing that God shows us, that whatever we're going through is temporary, and we have to understand that what He's showing us right now is bringing us closer to Him, and also through our family and friends. You know what I mean? So take this time, evaluate, build yourself, build your brand, build your community, build with family and friends and people that you probably haven't reached out in a long time to. Because right now, this it's a pivotal time. So take used to it, learn from it, and experience it. Love.